morning, everyone. I'm Catherine. Thank you so much for coming to my channel, Catherine's Plates, where it's always simple, easy, and delicious in my kitchen. And when I say good morning, that's because we're going to go ahead and we're going to pull out our chuck roast out of our refrigerator. I've got my crock pot ready. What we're going to do is make a delicious gravy or sauce that roast is going to cook in. And I'm not talking a seasoning packet here, you guys. We're going to pull out a few ingredients out of our pantry to make this delicious sauce. So, it's morning time. I want to get that thing going so it's low and slow all day long. Now, we are a family of 4, so a 3-pounder chuck roast could give us 3 different meals. And with the times the way they are right now, that is awesome. Okay, so just think of the many different ways that you can use this tender, very flavorful roast. Okay guys, enough talking. Let's go ahead and put this thing together. The first step in cooking a roast, I like to season my roast on all sides and then sear it in a large skillet or a large pot to lock in all of the flavors, give it a nice color on the outside and flavor. Okay, so I'm going to turn my pot onto like a medium high. I'm going to add about 1 tablespoon of oil, 2 tablespoons of oil, I should say. Now what I'm going to do is let this get hot, and I'm going to take some salt and generously sprinkle it all over the meat here. Now this is a chuck roast, and it's about 3 pounds. 3 pounds will give really about 3 good meals out of this. Okay, I'm going to put some pepper on there. Flavor it good. Give it lots of pepper, lots of salt. Alright, when your oil starts to simmer, you're going to want to put your meat in. Now, I want to wait until it gets nice and hot because I want to really get a sear on the back side of my meat. You know, you can certainly omit this step. Now, if you're in a hurry and you just want to throw your roast into your crock pot with your vegetables and your broth and everything else, that's totally fine. I grew up like this, and you know, it just gives it a nice color, a nice sear, and it locks in some delicious flavor. Okay, that feels really hot now, so we're going to go ahead and take our roast here. Now gently lay it in because that oil is hot. Hear that? Okay, now what you want to do is leave this for about 3 to 4 minutes and let it sear on the bottom side, and then we're going to flip it over. We're going to sear it again for about 3 to 4 minutes, and then you want to make sure that you get all 4 of your sides. So you're going to take it, pick it up, hold it, and then just keep turning it around. And then that'll lock in some delicious flavor and give it a nice color too. What I'm going to do now is take my roast out, put it in my crock pot, and then I'm going to add some vegetables to my pot here and start giving them a nice color and give them the flavor that's inside that roast. I've got 1 onion that I cut into 6 big pieces. I got 1½ cups of some baby carrots, or you can use regular carrots and just cut those into big chunks about the size of the baby carrots there. Okay, so I put in some red potatoes. What I did was I took a bag of baby red potatoes, about 1 pound, and just cut them in half. What I'm going to do is season my vegetables here. Salt and pepper. I add a little bit more oil. this point, I'm going to go ahead now and add 1 tablespoon of garlic. I'm going to turn off my burner, mix it together. Okay, now what I'm going to do is put this all over the roast, on the sides of it and on the top of the roast. Okay, what we're going to do now is make this beautiful gravy for our roast. And we're going to start off with 2 cups of beef broth. We're going to add about 3 teaspoons of some Worcestershire, whatever you want in there. If you don't like Worcestershire, you certainly don't have to use it. 1, 2, and 3. I'm going to use 1 can of 8 ounces tomato sauce. Okay, we're going to put some seasonings in here. Now I've got rosemary, parsley, and thyme. Probably about, we're going to really flavor this up, guys. 1½ teaspoons of each. Okay. A little bit of salt because we salted things as we were going, and then some pepper. About 1/4 to ½ teaspoon of pepper. Okay, what I'm going to do now is mix this together, and then I'm going to pour this all over the roast and the vegetables. Now you know that's smelling good. This right here. Now that's it. We're going to place the lid on it. What we're going to do is let it sit on low, like 8 to 9 hours. Check it. If you need more time, you can certainly do that. Make sure your roast is nice and tender. Okay, look how tender that looks. Oh, it just pulls right apart. Let's check these potatoes and the carrots. Potatoes are fork tender. We know those carrots are, oh yeah. And because I cut those onions in big chunks, you can actually see those. Okay, we're going to pull all of this out, and then I'm going to make a thickener for this gravy. Okay, so I've got a small bowl here, and what I did was I added some of the juice from the crock pot, and what I'm going to do is add about 3 teaspoons of cornstarch. Okay, I'm going to overflow the spoonfuls. Probably another one. There we go. And then I'm just going to take a fork, blend this together before I put it back into the crock pot juices to really thicken that up. Okay, I'm going to mix this all together for about 2 minutes to get this nice and thick. Now there's still some potatoes and carrots in there, and that is totally fine. Okay, bite times 3. I've got that tender, tender chuck roast, that carrot and the potato, all drizzled with that wonderful gravy. You want a bite? I do. Okay. Y'all, my house smells amazing right now. That is delicious. This is going to be meal 1. Probably put a vegetable or a side salad with it. I don't know. I got people knocking down the door over there to come in. Okay, meal number 2 and meal number 3. Hey y'all, give me some ideas down below in the comments, okay? I know y'all have some awesome ideas of what you're gonna use your roast for. Okay, so I've got some other ideas right here for you guys that I've done before with a roast. And comment down below, give me a thumbs up. If you're new to my channel, hit that subscribe button and that bell notification if you want to see more videos like this. Okay, I will see you on my next episode.